Hey, what is up, everybody? Listen, my name is Gary Roth, and I am starting my personal video blog. As you can see, I've paid a lot of money to have this place decorated so that I can bring you hot, sexy, personal opinions that I know you want to watch. Actually, I don't know that you want to watch. And I discovered something about myself today. A personal fact about me is that when I get negative feedback on Facebook, I can't tolerate it. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. And so I often find myself deleting stuff. Because if somebody disagrees with me on Facebook, my own personal hypocrisy is exposed and I get nothing out of it except a heartache. But if you want to be crappy and shitty to me on YouTube, go right ahead because the comment section is below. And when you're nasty to me, when you share this and say, look at this idiot, I get clicks. And you know what I do with clicks? I turn them into my personal wealth somehow. But anyway, if you want to be nasty, leave a comment below. If you want to see what the clown has to say next week, tomorrow, next month, leave a comment below and smash that subscribe button because I have a lot to say. And so this video is a little bit introductory and a little bit frustration. People are getting ridiculously stupid over the COVID virus, right? We can't call it Chinese virus, whatever. Even though I think it was the New York Times or the Washington Post that said Wuhan virus first. So listen here, media outlets, if you want to take the blame for being a racist virus, and then you want to run articles about Asian people getting beat up because of this virus, you need to take the blame for that because you started it. Now, President Trump wants to go down the road and call it Chinese virus because he's a racist asshole. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't judge the hearts of men. I just try to live my life as best I can. But the thing is there's also reports that he may be doing it because you know what China is doing? You know what your friends over in communist China are doing? They buddied up with our heroes in Iran to say that we started this crap. So if you want to call Trump a racist and if you don't want to look beyond anything that he's doing and just call him a jerk or whatever, be my guest. But you should know that your buddies in China are trying to blame this on us somehow. That's kind of an older report. I know it's a couple days old, whatever. So here's the thing. The main, as you saw in the title of this video, and I'm sorry it took me 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get here, but there are two churches that made the news yesterday. CNN ran an article. There's a church in Louisiana. There's a church in North Carolina that is keeping their doors open and holding services. Now, I will tell you that there are many places around the United States right now where police are going into churches to make sure that they break up the crowds. Do you know how audaciously unconstitutional that is? I don't care if there's a public health crisis. We have the right to worship as we see fit. And I don't know if you're a constitutionalist or not. I don't really care. The fact of the matter is we live in a free country where the police just can't come and knock down the door because of a public health crisis. I'm sorry, that's just not the way it works, okay? You can't prevent people from worshiping as they please. Church leaders have a responsibility to worship responsibly, and that does not include making everybody watch it on a computer. You think Ethel, who is going to watch it on her phone? I don't think so. And more importantly than that, when there's fear, it's the church's job to provide certainty, comfort, and hope. And very few churches out there are actually doing that. You can have church responsibly. You can increase the number of your services. You can sit people 6 feet apart. You can prevent handshakes and hugs. You can hand out hand sanitizer. There's a lot you can do to keep on having church and not go crazy. And so anyway, like I was saying, you can have church responsibly. Like I say, you can do the elbow bumps, you can do the kick bumps, whatever. Because life is going to go on. And here's the real kicker. How in the world are we saying it's okay to have Walmart and Target open, but we can't have church? We can't go to a public park and keep public distance away from us? Oh, no, we can go into Walmart, right? Everybody's like, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. So you look at these shutdowns, right? And then do you look at the exemption list? I mean, you can go to the store, you can go to your doctor, you can go to the vet, you can go everywhere, basically. All this is really doing is hitting small businesses so super hard. Walmart, Target, Amazon, they're doing just fine because you're still allowed to go into those places. And then people are crowding in there, getting their toilet paper, getting their hand sanitizer, whatever. and crowding into these stores by the hundreds. I guarantee you, you go to Walmart right now and it'll be crowded. You go to a Target right now, it'll be crowded. Costco, Sam's Club, all those things, they're all going to be crowded, right? How is that okay? And yet we're going to try to shut down this other stuff. Look, a shutdown means a shutdown. A lockdown means a lockdown. I mean like nobody on the streets. I mean nobody. But they're not going to do that here. You can't do that here. It's hard to do that anywhere because, especially for any length of time, because people need to get their food. They need to get groceries. So instead of trying to lock things down, you need to have like a massive public information campaign. You need to go crazy stupid on testing kits, and you need to get the hospitals ready. That's what you need to do in a time like this. You can't lock people down. It's not going to work. First of all, the virus is here. It's already circulated. So these half-assed lockdowns, all they do is hurt people and hurt small business. And I'm telling you, and I'm not saying it's politically motivated. I'm not a conspiracy theorist thinking that the government created this virus. That's stupid and ridiculous. But what I am saying is these partial lockdowns do nothing but just mess people up. So, with that, let me go back to the church thing. I fully support the churches that stay open in this. And I fully support responsible congregations. And if you want to argue about that, leave a comment, because I would love to hear your stupid comment if you don't agree with it. And if you do agree with it, you know what faith is, okay? Let's argue about faith. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how every church in history stayed open when there was calamity. You think war would close a church? Do you think disease and plague would close churches? It didn't close churches in the past. They were the ones running in when everybody was running out, okay? So if you think the closed church doors are the right thing to do, you're wrong. Let's talk about online church services maybe on the next video and how ridiculously inefficient those are. Ineffective. Anyway, listen, my name is Gary Roth. I don't care if you agree with me or not. Rather, I don't care if you disagree with me or not. I'd like to know. Leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. If you can change my mind, you're my hero. Until then, see you next time.